Okay, appreciate everybody being here. Beautiful day for football. Guys worked hard, had a good practice, and we're on to our preparations for the Jets. So what questions do you have?
John, Joe Flacco was officially named the starter for this week. Will it feel, I know we've asked you before, but now it's going to be a few days away. Will the game feel any different playing a quarterback that has started for you for your first 10 years here?
Probably before the game it'll be good to say hello, but once you get into the game, it's the game, and we've got to defend their offense and Joe's ability to play in that offense, and that's really what we're looking at. We talked about it today. We anticipated Joe would be the guy. That's who we talked about today in our meetings, and so we're on track, and we're going to have to do a good job. I mean, Joe's a heck of a quarterback. He's capable of making plays, making throws. He's experienced. He knows what he's doing. I think that they're confident in him. So we're going to have to, we're going to have to be at our best to put our best foot forward defensively against that offense on Sunday.
John, I know this is not at the forefront of your mind, but when you do think back to that year when you made the transition from Lamar to Joe, what stands out in your memory about the way that both of those guys handled that situation?
Yeah, that's a great question, Charles. They both handled it great. I mean, if I think back quickly, Lamar was was excited to be with Joe and learn from Joe in terms of what Joe could teach him as a quarterback, and he did a great job, I thought. Joe was great with Lamar. Joe supported him and helped him, and even at the end there, when Joe came back and Lamar was the quarterback, Joe was very supportive of him there. And if you remember the story in the playoffs, Joe wanted Lamar to stay in the game there. So all those things are true.
Coach, Jets got 3 first-round picks, rookie first-round picks. I mean, can't really go back to the college double down because preseason. How do you scout guys like guys are more of a scheme thing?
Well, we know the college tape. We actually do go back to it. We watched it on all those guys, obviously. So, we know the players, and then all you really do is watch them in the preseason and try to get a feel for what they're doing now as they fit into what they do. But we know we're going to see those guys on the field. Those guys they had a great draft. Those guys are all playing, even deeper picks in the draft. So it's part of their team. They're a very talented team, including those guys. So that's part of our challenge.
Is that it? John, would you say Dobbins, have you like what you've seen so far, and do you feel like that's going to be a game time decision, or have you seen enough to feel good about it?
Yeah, I would say to all those parts, I do like what I've seen so far. He's really ascending quickly, especially in the last week and a half. My plan is to decide by the end of the week which backs will be up. Really with JK, is kind of measure where he's at in terms of how he's moving, and same with the other guys. So. But he's practicing out here, and we'll see, by the end of the week where we're at.
John, when it's in a situation like this where there's a couple of key guys that are still in question whether or not they're going to play, how does that affect your game planning throughout the week?
It does. The guys that are going to play can do everything that the other guy can do, so it's not really affecting our game plan too specifically. And that's kind of where we're at.
Week 1 is always, it's always week 1, but do you sense anything different from the players this time because so many of them didn't play this summer in preseason games?
Yeah, I think it's a great question for those guys when you go in there and ask them. I don't know the answer to that. I know they're excited to play. I sensed something different today because, it's Wednesday of the game week and they know they got a game. So you go from the foundation building to the competition part of it, the real competition, and they're excited about that.
Okay.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.